Vinicius does a lot of good things. I just really need him to score goals. I don't know how else to say it. It just somehow that ketchup bottle has to start getting squeezed, whatever the analogy is with the ketchup bottle.
This is probably a terrible time to bring this up. And if people haven't already left the pod after we discuss the refereeing thing, they will now. But I think people were being harsh on the chance he missed in the box.
Oh boy!
Because I think the pass height of that was it was. I just think it's like it wasn't nearly as easy because it was basically going to come off his shin, and he had to try to like basically open up that side of his body and play it there. Like I think the pass height made it difficult. I know you already disagree because you said he actually had to score that. I tweeted it out, but I immediately muted the tweet. I didn't check any replies, but I know everyone disagrees. So that's just how I feel about that opportunity. Feel free to absolutely like roast me for that take, but that's how I felt about that one.
I have basically been, for a long time now, I just basically tweet my shit and don't check. I don't don't consume. I just tweet my shit and get out. So on that Vinicius chance, I'm looking at it now. It's clumsy. It's not. It needs to be better. I feel like in that moment, I feel like my honest assessment on this. I feel like if he's controlling that ball, if it's like at the halfway line and not in a scoring position, he's going to control that way better than he did. I just feel like at that moment, he's like, oh shit, I'm in the 6-yard box. What do I do? And then I malfunction.
I think he panicked a little bit.
Yeah.
I do think he panicked a little bit. I still think he's in his head. I don't know if Benzema was in that position. I mean, how much of a great shot does he make that? I mean, you're the one like looking at the chance now. I just think I don't think Vinicius did well, but I also think it's a harder chance just specifically because of the shot height and where it's coming into. If like that makes sense, if both of those positions can be held together, that's my feeling about it.
So I think that's a hard one to hit first time.
So you control it and then take the shot.
What I would do, unless you're a freak like Cristiano Ronaldo who can hit that first time, I think what you do is you bring it down with your right foot and then shoot it with your left foot. And if you don't want to shoot it with your left foot from that position, if you look up, Benzema's wide open in the 6-yard box. So
why does this feel like deja vu? I feel like we've had a conversation like this about whether you should cut inside and not shoot first time.
I feel
like we had like
there was a sequence like this once. The other thing he could have done, but this requires like Raul Gonzalez brains. You just let that ball go. Don't even touch it, and Benzema's wide open in the 6-yard box. It just goes through him. But that requires either a Galaxy brain or a Raul brain to pull that off.
Is that like a Raul thing? Is that something you've seen him do like a million times?
Yeah, he was a master at dumbing things that if he knew like someone was in a better position, he would just let it go. So, yeah.
Okay, well, yeah, that's what I had to say about that chance. Like, so now no one's listening. You can fire off all the rest of the hot takes you have.
No, I think I saved it. I think that listeners were like, well, let's see if Kiyan will counter this. And trust people who listen to the Management Madrid podcast now have had their chance to leave for years now. For all the times we say something that's completely opposite of what the fan base feels.